do a quick part 2 on Brown-Eyed Women. I've got a part 1 where I kind of go over mainly the intro. This is going to be chords, and I think I go through the first verse, but I'll show you that again real quick. Basically, there's an intro, part 1. I'll put a link, and then as we get into the verse, basically, first chord is C sharp minor. Okay, so C sharp minor, and then it switches to basically this. Mayer does this little, it's like a C sharp minor 7, basically, this chord, but just fingered like this, and you're just hitting the triad of notes. Okay, or you can do an E. They're relative. So basically, C sharp minor, then B. I'm doing the Jerry B bar chord with the pinky. A, or you can do it here too. Get some of that sound going. Okay, so then again E, and then Jack, then back to E. Okay, so that's the first verse. Now I want to show you something. When it goes through the intro, right on there is when it comes in with that. And it does the second sequence of that verse. E, A, ba, na, 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 na. So that's what it does during the intro. The guy playing the guitar will go, playing the lead will go. Na, 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 na. So that's how that works. There's a bunch of different variations. That's in the first lesson. So that's the intro and that's the chords. And then before the first part of each verse, it does it. I like doing the octave thing there. Basically, that's kind of the lick, and it's on the G string, 4th, 5th, 6th, then lay into that C sharp minor. Okay, but I find myself a lot of times liking to do the octave where I go to the A string 2nd, mute all the strings in the middle, and then go to the G string 4th. And I'm doing a mute. I'm using this finger to mute the E, and then I'm using this finger just to hit the A note, but then mute the others, and then mute the E. And okay, I like that. If you know that, if you don't know that octave, you can just go. Days when the ox fall down. Okay, and again, you can also alternate that E with this one Mayer does, which is like a C sharp minor 7 triad. And again, that one is your pointer finger on the G string 4th, your birdie finger on the B string 5th, and then your ring finger on the D string 6. And just, you got to figure out how to mute the other strings or just hit this triad. So it's a B, A. Okay? And then, okay, so that's kind of what's going on with the verses. Mayer's take on it. And then a lot of times when I do Jerry, instead of doing this, I'll see Jerry doing the open E. See, they're interchangeable. Got to get that. So now you're through the verse. And then what I like to do is when it goes to the chorus, okay, so that's the chorus. So what we're going to do there to get that chorus down is we're going to do a little walk, a little dead walk where we go A, 1, and then 1 into the B. So A open, A first with the pointer, A second with the pointer, and then roll down into that B, or you can do it like this. If you want to do it like Jerry, you do it like this. And then, of quick pop there. And then what we're going to do is we're staying in B, but we're going to take this F formation up here and move it down to the B, which is basically the F formation. And it's down here. Okay, like a B. But we're doing this F formation B right here. Okay. So all I'm doing is I'm laying that pinky down on the G string on, what is that, 9th? So it's and doing some of that. You hear some of that, and that adds a little flavor. And then A, E, B, A, with the E, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, A, E. And then I like to, and that's just taking the pinky down from that, I'm doing that E chord and I'm taking that pinky down on that G string second. I find that nice. There's some of that stuff going on throughout the song, and there's other places you can play that. I get that. I'm just giving you the structure. You can change the chord octaves, do it different. You look at the versions of Jerry playing it, Mayer playing it, you're going to see a million different ways that they do it and different chords. You know, these chords are interchangeable depending on how you want it to feel and sound. So, okay, so that's that part. So you got part 1, you got part 2, and then there's that bridge, I guess you would call it, you know. Okay, so that one is, we're going to do a B minor chord, 2nd fret. A, E, B minor, roof caved in, and then C sharp minor, B major, A flat minor, back to A major, hold it, E. So that's that part. Go back and rewind that and run through that. So it's like, you can even do an open A. Again, those are interchangeable. Like I like this A here, I see that. I see this A here, which is basically your bar chord A, but you're doing it, just moving that pinky back on bar in these two, and muting this one with your finger here, this finger. Okay? All right. Now, those are the parts of the songs on the rhythm. So the solo is very similar to the intro. The difference is, like I said, the intro does the second part of the verse on the chords. It's the second half of the verse on the intro. Well, when you go to the solo, what they're doing is they're going through the whole verse, first part and second part. So it changes the dynamics up a little bit. It's actually very simple. It's like, okay, so because it's doing the, sorry, that's wrong. Of the days when the odds fall down. That's the chords it's doing over the solo. So basically it goes to the whole verse I taught you. And so the way you do that is really the only difference. I'm going to play it slow because I basically got this in lesson 1. If you do the solo in lesson 1, I'm going to show you the difference. It's all the same. That's where the difference is. The first time around, it's a it just does like a bend. You're on the D string 4th to D 2nd. Then again. And then, so if you go back to my intro lesson, that's the difference there. Is it just holds it the first time around. It doesn't do that second. It doesn't do the last part of that. It just kind of hangs in. Then it goes back to the intro on the second part, because the intro is the second part of the verse. And that's the explanation. If you're trying to reference it and figure out how to play it with the Europe 72 version. That's the one I'm pulling this off for the most part. I did watch some other ones, but if you play with that one, you'll see where I'm coming from. You know, a lesson is showing you how to play, and it's also an explanation, a breakdown, so that you can get it mentally. And the thing I can advise on these deals, man, break it down into parts, slow it down, learn it one part at a time, and that's how you learn a complex song. All right, good luck.